The lights flickered in the old farmhouse again. Madison Klein froze mid-step, her hand still wrapped around the flashlight. Behind her, the wind howled through the broken eaves like a chorus of the damned. Somewhere upstairs, a door creaked open by itself for the third time in an hour. She tried to steady her breathing. "It's just the wind," she whispered. It wasn't. Above her, invisible to any earthbound detection, a shimmering figure floated effortlessly through the ceiling. Its translucent blue skin twitched with anticipation, and the dozen stalk eyes on its back flicked in every direction. A grin spread across its orifice-laced face. "Oh, yes," gurgled Flarnick the Impatient, one of the highest-rated prank artists on the hit Galactic series. "Gotcha, Earthling." In Sector 23, Zeta of the Grand Universal Streaming Registry, Gotcha was a household staple. Every prank was rated in real time by millions of viewers across the galaxy. Aliens with emotional spectrums that could bend gravity watched gleefully as humans screamed at ghosts, soiling their pants and calling for dead relatives. The idea that a creature would assume a being could stay after death, utter nonsense, was comedy gold. "Roll telepathic feed," Flarnick whispered. An orb detached from his shoulder socket and hovered beside him, spinning. The feed cut directly to the main galactic stream, and viewers on 7 continents and 16 moons immediately tuned in. Below, Madison slowly climbed the staircase, flashlight trembling. The temperature dropped 20 degrees in 3 seconds, a trick Flarnick learned from a crystalline mist vent. Behind her, a Victorian doll with a cracked porcelain face turned its head. Madison shrieked, dropped the flashlight, and ran. Viewership spiked. The top 3 programs in the universe were, as always, Last of Their Kind, a documentary series following endangered species, including the elusive quantum platypus and the anger-fueled star whale. Love Beyond the Genome, a reality dating show featuring cross-species couples, including one now infamous human abductee named Derek Waller. "Gotcha, Earthling." Derek's story in particular became a viral galactic meme. He'd been abducted by a love-starved Zaldrani princess named Exari during her species elimination round on Love Beyond the Genome. Her ratings were tanking, and her producers demanded a new partner before the next episode. So she did what any desperate contestant would do: grab a human from mid-commute on Earth. Derek woke up in what he thought was a dentist's office. It wasn't. It was a spaceship the size of Manhattan, with pink silk walls and scent-emitting mood panels. "Hi," Exari purred through 3 mouths. "You're my boyfriend now." "But I was just getting a sandwich," Derek replied, blinking rapidly. Viewers couldn't get enough of his confusion and persistent attempts to understand whether he was being seduced, threatened, or both. Exari was immediately voted back into the top 10, and Derek's impromptu serenade of. Back on Earth, the Paranormal Research Division of Homeland Security had no idea they were being toyed with. Agent Clarissa Darnell ran a chalkboard filled with red yarn lines crisscrossing photos of screaming people, shadowy outlines, and security footage showing chairs sliding on their own. She had 6 interns, 5 Ouija boards, and 1 very patient dog that sniffed for EM anomalies. "They've increased activity in rural zones," she muttered, pointing to a map. 3 new haunted reports in Tennessee, 6 in Wales, 2 in northern Japan. "Do we think it's a coordinated spiritual surge?" asked intern Nigel, whose job was to watch TikToks for trends. "No," she said. "I think it's aliens." That caught everyone's attention. "Ma'am, That's a career-ending theory. Clarissa stared at the flickering monitor where a woman in Idaho ran from a levitating tractor. I'm aware. Meanwhile, on the production station orbiting Alpha Greta 7, the writer's room of Gotcha Earthling was running on spore coffee and adrenaline. We've hit a lull in originality, said Tharnuk, a semi-liquid showrunner with a caffeine dependency. Every Earthling freaks out the same way. We need a twist. Possession. Done it. Imitate dead relatives. Too sad. I have an idea, said a young intern named Gleeble, whose race reproduced through interpretive dance. What if we make one think they're being haunted by themselves? The room gasped. You mean time loop? Asked Tharnuk. Exactly. We create a loop. We fake an echo of the subject from 5 seconds ago. Or better, reverse their fridge door while they watch. A beat of silence. You're promoted, Tharnuk said. The next subject was a skeptical YouTuber named Tara Bell. She had 1.2 million subscribers and frequently debunked ghost hunters using logic, physics, and sass. Perfect. Flarnick personally supervised the prank. Tara set up her cameras in an abandoned train station. She sipped Red Bull and clicked her flashlight. Okay, skeptics, she said to the lens. Tonight I'm hunting ghosts. Spoiler, there are none. But if I'm wrong, I'll eat my shoe live. Flarnick pressed a button. Tara's reflection in a dusty mirror didn't move with her. She blinked. Her reflection waved first. Huh? Next, her flashlight reversed polarity and began emitting darkness. Then came the sounds, echoes of her own voice from 5 minutes ago playing backward in a loop. Her phone turned on and showed a live stream of herself, sleeping in bed. But I'm here, she said. Behind her, a train horn blared from tracks that had been out of service since 1959. She ran, screaming. Ratings exploded. Comments from 52,000 species poured in. I leaked from 3 empathy glands, Brisnack's Prime 72. So that's why humans believe in ghosts. This is adorable. Glurp Mom 69. Someone give her a cameo on Love Beyond the Genome. Exari Queen. Tara became an overnight sensation in the galactic streaming community, though she would never know. Fan art depicted her as a heroic ghost fighter. Plush dolls were sold in Zorgan marketplaces. Someone even named a protein cluster in her honor. But back on Earth, she was baffled and paranoid. Clarissa Darnell knocked on her door 3 days later. Ms. Bell, I work with Homeland Security, Clarissa said. You saw something, didn't you? Tara hesitated. Yes, but it wasn't a ghost. Clarissa leaned in. Alien. They exchanged a look. Come inside, Tara whispered. In a high orbit, Flarnick frowned. Ma'am, said his assistant, a puffball with 300 eyes. Earth's beginning to suspect. Flarnick sighed. All good shows must end eventually. At least we're still beating the dating show. The puffball shifted awkwardly. What? They recruited another human. Another? Who? A feed opened. A middle-aged librarian named Greg was currently dancing on stage with 4-legged bee creatures. His only comment so far, I don't understand, but they brought snacks. Ratings, 3.2 billion. Flarnick groaned. Clarissa's secret investigation grew. More haunted individuals came forward. People who'd experienced talking plants, possessed microwaves, and one man who claimed his washing machine sobbed during full moons. Each account was different. But one fact was shared. Something was watching them. "I'm assembling a theory," Clarissa told Tara. "Lay it on me." "They're watching us, filming us, for entertainment." "Like a cosmic Truman show." "Worse, a prank show." Tara blinked. "So every ghost I disproved was real, but also fake because it was a joke." "Yes, that's actually kind of funny." Clarissa paused. "Yeah, it is." They laughed. From orbit, Flarnick watched them laugh and smiled. "Wrap this one," he said. "Best season finale yet." The Galactic Awards aired 3 months later. Best reality programming went to Last of Their Kind for its harrowing episode about the bioluminescent lava foxes of planet Shukr. Best cross-species romance was a 3-way tie, Derek and Exari included. But best comedy show? Gotcha, Earthling. As Flarnick accepted his trophy, he bowed toward a tiny blue dot in the galactic skybox. "Thank you, Earth," he said. "Never stop screaming."